Hello everybody. We're all getting through the new year, and it's funny, isn't it? I've just been to A&E, I've been let out of A&E, I've been to London, I've been to the doctors, I've been to the specialist, I seem to be okay. I've just got to do a bit of light drinking. Thank you very much. As you can see, the Christmas tree's still up. I think we might leave it and put a big Easter egg there. This just came through the post this morning. I don't know what it is, NHS. And it's to Mr. James C. Davidson, that's me. Tract 48, something here, Peel. Right, sample collection. They want a sample. And get this. Talk about being a bit late. Bowel cancer screaming. How can you get a Richard III in that? Well, there you go. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. I'm still having some tests or whatever to make sure that the diverticulitis, which is a sort of infection of all the inside of your derby, is not causing any problems and there's no leakage. So I've got some great doctors, about it, some clever people, and they all look so young, like coppers, don't they? Well, this week again is a day late. Sorry about that, everybody. But I've been catching up on the news as I've been sitting here worrying. It's Meghan and Harry, isn't it? Everything is about Meghan and Harry. Pages and pages and pages. I want to know why his book was in Spanish, first of all. And of course, why would the Spanish be interested in it? Because they want to dish some dirt. The first edition is out in Spain. So all the journalists in this country are as thick as shit anyway, can't speak Spanish. So they had to wait for someone to go and translate it. And there are some horrible things in there. Why has Harry turned from a hero to zero? I've met Harry. I told you I met Harry years ago, a few times. He's quite a tough chap. I didn't bump into him in Afghanistan because he was off fighting while I was at the bar with the Special Forces from America drinking. But no, he's quite a tough chap. In fact, but he can't be that tough as he was pushed to the ground by an RAF officer. I mean, what's happening there? It puts a whole new phrase to knock down ginger. Do you remember that when you used to knock at someone's door and run away? It's called parcel force now, isn't it? Hey, thank you, Bobby Davro, for that joke. Yeah, so what has happened? Is it Meghan? Meghan, is this your fault? Have you turned our prince who everyone loved, the favourite prince, the naughty boy with a glint in his eye, the war hero? Why has he suddenly become the most hated member of the royal family ever, by all accounts? I don't hate him. I just think that he's been led astray. It's as simple as that. How dare I say that? I must be racist. Of course I must be racist, because that's the card that gets played. But I think that poor Prince, when Mr. Littlehead starts to rule Mr. Bighead, look what goes on. And he's now on a roller coaster ride supporting his wife. And he can't get off that until it stops at a station. And of course it won't stop at a station because it's on a continuous roll. It is, isn't it? I mean, she was famous, but she wasn't famous enough. Now she's really, really famous, and I hope that she is happy, because one has to look and say, was it Harry's mother? Was it his upbringing? Was it his father? Was it this and that? Everything was fine until, so let's look. Who is it Newton said that something for along a path will continue running through on the goal for this unless the active or exterior force you're doing the pushy motion off and fall in the gutter. Oh yeah. So that's what's happened. Something's happened, and I believe it's you, Meghan, but we can't criticise, of course. We all tend to, they say, happy wife, happy life, but I don't know what's going on here in Harry's brain. He's totally been brainwashed, and I don't feel sorry, but I can place myself in the position of a father that's had children turn against him. We all do every now and then. I have a son now that I don't speak to very much. I love him, but I know that he doesn't get on with me that very well. So I get on with it, but at least he's not writing a book and he's not having a go on the television every 2 seconds. It must be heartbreaking for the king, you know, while his mother is still warm in her grave. And for the Queen Consort, Camilla, how must she feel? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, Harry, for someone that doesn't like the press, who claims to hate the paparazzi and the press, don't play into their hands all the time. No, don't speak to them. Don't speak to them. And that's all I have to say on the matter, really. Would I behave any differently if I was him? No, not her. I think she's got funny legs. Right, let's go over to Ustream before I get myself in trouble. Proper comedians. Jimmy Jones.
Mick Miller, Nick Coppin, Mike Osman, Bobby Davro. Streaming on Ustream this Sunday.